Good morning. How are you all doing? Okay, we are in the window of the full moon in Gemini. Comes in tonight at 8:35 p.m. and actually, I feel like I need to go check that it makes sense. So, yes, but I believe it comes in on a Jupiter hour. So I'm a little bit rushed this morning, so I apologize for that. But today is a Saturn day, and Saturn is the energy that governs our karma and the structures. And we have negative connotation around karma, like cause and effect, what you do, but it just really is. Your breath is karma. You breathe in, you breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. That is a karmic channel that you are creating. Your thoughts are karmic. Everything is, and really it's just understanding that everything here in this realm is creative. So we are constantly creating from internally our deepest intentions. And so we create karma and we carry soul energy from past lives. So the energies and the imprints that we put in our psyche, we are constantly in a creative experience with our own creations. It says, greetings, Queen. Any chance you'll be sending the recording from last night? I did. I sent it out last night. So if you didn't get it, check your email, but then send me a private message. I sent it out last night. Um, and for anybody else who wants to receive the full moon meditation, you can send me a message, and it's $33, and I'll send it to you. But yes, I sent it out last night. So the karma is the Saturn, this understanding that we are in a constant creative experience. The creative process never stops, ever. Your breath is creative. Your thoughts are creative. And why it's that way is because this is an energetic system. And so everything is subtle. Subtle power energy rules this dominion. And the more we become conscious and aware of that understanding and how it works, then the more we can work in alignment with it and not be dragged by it. So, when I think of karma and things like that, I do my best not to be in fear because guess what? We're here to clean up karma. That's a part of it, right? So, yeah, we're going to do things that come out of the dark energy. We're going to do things that are part of the shadow experience. Nothing is wrong with any of it. And the more we can embrace the fullness, the wholeness of the experience, the greater chance we have to move from one thing to the next. I had a girlfriend of mine that I don't talk to as much anymore, but she used to always say, it came to pass. And, we hear that, right? It came to pass. It came to pass. When you think about it, it came so it can pass. That's why it came. So whenever I'm going through something that I don't prefer, I know that it came to pass. So I'm like, okay, let me be with it, right? And I created this shit. So let me be with that too, because it came to pass. It's not going to stay. And I can be with anything for a small amount of time. When I was giving birth to my son, I had a natural birth. And the thing that I was really aware of is that the pain was not going to last. It comes to pass. The contraction comes to pass. It comes. That is right. And so, when the labor pains come, because they hurt, like right? It's like, oh, this is pain. This is pain. This is uncomfortable. This is interesting. Oh, how am I responding to this? What's going on? How did I create this? What's up with that? Okay. And then it passes. That's how it goes, right? But when it doesn't is because we go, this shouldn't be happening. Why is that happening? They did that and they did that. And then you keep it in place because you go into resistance against it. When you are not at odds with your creations, they come and go easily, like clouds passing through the sky. They just go. It's just because they're your creations, and they just pass by, and you're like, ah. But when you go, why is that happening? Oh my God! Then it stays and aggravates you more. Matthew says, last night I was having a difficulty sleeping, and then I rotated my body 180 degrees, so my feet were where my head was, vice versa. I think it's interesting that flipping my body position. Yes, absolutely. And that's really it. Gemini. Gemini is that dual thing, like really going into the dual thing. Yes, that the colonizers thing that we're upside down. Oh yeah, we're totally in the upside down right now. But we're coming out of the upside down. The upside down is turning upside right as we speak. But we have to do it inside of ourselves. That's the thing. We have to do it consciously in our own minds. We have to begin to tell ourselves the truth, and then our realities will shift because it's energy. Because it's energy. So Saturn is at the 10th degree of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the mind of God. It's really this being true to yourself. So Saturn is anchoring the age of Aquarius into this reality. That's what's happening because Saturn governs the 3D realm. Saturn governs. Saturn is the gatekeeper here in this earth realm. And so while Saturn is in Aquarius, it is giving us what we need to break away from the old patterns and thinkings and ways of being that would have us subject ourselves to ideas ungodly, out of alignment with nature. That's what ungodly means. It means it's out of alignment with nature, right? And nature, what's nature? Nature is cycles. Nature is, you know, countless cycles, but we run things on cycles that are in alignment with nature so that we're not out of alignment, so that we're not going against the flow. So, what we're doing now is learning to go back into the flow with nature. And so Saturn is helping us come out of the old ways of thinking that go against nature and practices and being so that we can come into alignment with nature. And at the 10th degree is reciprocity. And guess what? Reciprocity, cause and effect. What you put out, you get back, all of that. So Saturn is going to be at the 10th degree of Aquarius, and Saturn stays at a degree for, I actually don't know the exact amount of time, but let me tell you, it's not like a day or two, like Mars and Venus and Mercury. It stays there for a while. So we're working with reciprocity. So be mindful of your cause and effect, what you think about yourself. And the best way to be with this is by doing spiritual practice because it's Aquarius. And Aquarius says, really come into a new way of being. Um, Come into a new way of being. Come, like, go beyond what you know. Get out of your comfort zone and into something that is out of your understanding. That's what Saturn at the 10th degree of Aquarius reciprocity is. And so the moon, we're having a full moon today in Gemini at the 27th degree. And the 27th degree is the degree of peace. It's coming in on the Jupiter hour, and it's in opposition to the galactic center. Okay. And so the galactic center is the womb of the universe. It's where everything comes from, right? And Gemini is ideas. Gemini is the mind of God. And it's in opposition, which is in Sagittarius, the galactic center, the philosophy, the truth, how you access God. So the energies that are coming in through this full moon are the new ideas, like I'm talking about in Aquarius, alien, right? It's alien. It's not familiar to us. The new in at the mundane level, and like all these the things that we've been thinking about are starting to come into manifestation. And the thing about peace, like I was telling you guys last week, peace is not passive. Peace is the most active energy you can move into because it means that whatever happens, I am at peace with it. I am at peace with the light, and I am at peace with the dark. I can be with all of it. There's nothing that's Pluto. Pluto is in this energy also because Pluto and Venus go retrograde tomorrow. So Pluto is here, and Pluto is really, this morning I was doing some meditation about Pluto because Pluto really gets on my motherfucking nerves. And I have Pluto conjunct my sun. So I tend to carry like all of my apartments, never have enough light. They never have enough light. And I really was like, why is it that I cannot seem to find an apartment that has more light? And I was sitting with it and asking, is because Pluto is a shadow and it's conjunct my sun. And so my light is always being conjuncted by something, by a shadow, by like some dark, and it just annoys me. It's like, so Pluto, you have to pay the piper. Pluto will not be denied. It will never be denied. Your sexuality, your desire, all of that is Pluto. And so it really is constantly asking us to grow, to change, and to find comfort in those uncomfortable places. Sometimes I go watch that wacky guy, William Hoff. He is such a wacky, lovely human being. And this man sits in these ice buckets. And let me tell you, I have filled my tub up with ice before and done it. And like one time I did it with one bag of ice and I got in and I actually melted the ice. And I was like, okay, we need more ice. I got in with 3 bags of ice and I was like, this shit is no fucking joke. Like, but to find comfort with discomfort is Pluto. To find peace in hell is Pluto, and it activates your power. It does something inside of you energetically. If you take cold showers, if you introduce it yourself, then Pluto doesn't have to come and give it to you. That's why, like when I used to run marathons, I would do that because I knew that I had all this energy that had to be worked out. And if I didn't do something with it, it was going to come and fuck me up. Okay. And so I would run marathons because that's how much energy it was. It was like I had to really, exert myself in it's like, it was like a obstacle course. Like I had to create an obstacle course in my own life that forced me to push myself past my comfort zone, because if I didn't do it, the universe would do it. If I didn't do it, the universe was going to do it anyway. Use the energy or be used by it. Okay? Use the energy or be used by it. Um, would labor pains for comfort be related to Pluto? How would that work? Huh, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not exactly. If you want to do a reading or come with me, I don't. Labor pains, yes, yes, labor pains would be, because labor pain is transformation. It's the thing is, when we're in labor, you're bringing a new world into existence. You're not just bringing a person. When you give birth to a human being, the world is completely different than it was before that human being got here. Do you understand? So you are birthing a new reality, and yes, that is Plutonian. And the baby comes out of your womb. Pluto governs the womb area. Scorpio, that's the area of that. So yes, giving birth is Plutonian, and it is painful as fuck. Okay, so with all of that saying, use the energy today to really, begin to see the new reality that you are calling in for yourself. Speak it, think it, all of that, um and be mindful, because Gemini is trickster energy. So if you're not ready for what you're seeing, don't push yourself. Just write it down and know that you'll know the next step to do when it's time. But like I said, Gemini is trickster, so um don't out trick yourself. Okay. Peace and blessings, everybody. I have a client in 4 minutes, so I actually need to go get ready. And if anybody wants the meditation from last night, you can send me a Venmo or Cash App for $33. And my Venmo is @ Monique-Ruffin, and the Cash App is $ Monique Ruffin, and I'll send you the recording. And if you use the recording before the full moon, you can do the ritual and participate in it, and then really cultivate and activate that energy in a way that really serves your evolution, because we are moving forward. All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. Bye-bye.